everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. It's very snowy at the stadium, and the deciding factor in this game figures to be which team is better equipped to deal with the conditions on the field. Get ready for winter football at its best. It's the Dolphins going up against the Bills. With that, let's send you up to snowy Orchard Park outside of Buffalo, where we say hello to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Gentlemen, stay warm.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, we've got an AFC East matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills. They come out here in the eye. Here's a carry now for Mike Gillisley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
It should go without saying that anytime you run the football well and gain a nice chunk of yardage, that means the offensive line did their job and did it really well. But let's give them a little more credit than that, because all week long, offensive line meetings, they're going over adjustments, counters, with line shifts, all those things that go along with it. And yet you still have to be physical, and that's what they did on the first play.
Throwing now, Taylor on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. All right, let's take a look at the offensive starters and the second-round pick out of USC. One to talk about, Robert Woods.
I think a lot of people thought maybe he was ticketed for stardom coming out of USC. Has always been a great route runner, much more of a complimentary receiver, but they could utilize that in a big way and have him open up things in the middle.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL, and a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
And the dreaded third and long here for the offense. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. They got a man. It's Woods. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Well, it's one thing to complete that pass on a nice sunny 70-degree day, but in these elements, that's a tough thing to do.
It is, and let's just put the whole thing together, not just throwing the ball. Trying to protect the quarterback now when you got the pass rushers coming at you, and maybe things are a little slippery on the field. The guys trying to cover downfield, wanting to make sure they keep their footing as the guys make their cuts. Looking back and locating the ball, you name it, it's difficult all the way around. But the guy throwing it, he may have the toughest task.
It's a gain of 9 yards, and it'll be second and about a yard.
Now you understand why part of Tyrod Taylor's nickname is mobile. He led the AFC quarterbacks in rushing in 2015, and anyone who thought that he couldn't beat him with his legs, they found out differently.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On second down, Taylor to the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
They'll run the option left. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
Now Taylor to throw on second down. Looking middle, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but they have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks. Those guys are worth their weight in gold.
On first down, it's Taylor. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And let's run through the Dolphins' defense.
Ndamukong Suh provokes a whole lot of conversation. But at the end, everyone agrees, one of the best defensive tackles in the NFL.
Now Gillisley. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now first and goal.
And this has been an excellent drive to start the game off. Move the ball downfield well. Now they're set up at first and goal after that last really nice run. Exactly how a coach would draw things up. This is how you want to start a game, and that's all they've preached all week long about how they wanted to come out of the gate.
And a really long drive here, and it goes. First down and goal to go from the 7. First and goal, Bush. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down.
Partner, when it's a goal-to-go situation, if you're on the field on defense, you have to know that you may be called on to make a tackle at any time. Here, the cornerback does exactly that. Plays the run really well and makes a big play.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Taylor now off the bootleg. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Wake in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
So they were stopped trying to run the ball on first down. Now they take a sack on second down. The offensive coordinator's got to find a way to flip the script on the defensive coordinator because right now the defense has the advantage.
After the sack, they come up on third and goal from the 18.
Let's go! Brand 38!
Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Being chased out left. This will be caught at about the 3. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's fourth down. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
So on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit for the Bills, led by Dan Carpenter. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. So from nothing less there than chip shot distance, a tough miss from the right hash mark.
Well, this is just a wobbler. I mean, he knows he's got to get it going left, but that was right all the way.
On first down, Tannehill. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. Now the offense lining up first and 10. On first and 10, Tannehill. And that's complete. It's Sims. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. A lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And now out come the Bills. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out? Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
They come out here in the eye. On the counter, it's Bush. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Partner, we're into the 2nd quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
It's complete to his tight end, Charles Clay. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15.
There's a good push to the tight end, and I think they were looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
This is Gillisley. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down. They'll come out in the pistol. On 2nd down, here's Taylor. This will be caught at about the 5. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On 3rd and 1, it's Taylor. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run for it with Gillisley. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. And the Dolphins offense now ready to go back out on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive? Or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack him. We'll see how they attack him here. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On 1st down, it's Tannehill. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Tannehill on first down. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Second down now after the incompletion. Tannehill throwing again. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Here's Tannehill. And he finds Stills, complete. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed?
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenny Stills, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are in for 6.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. Here's Percy Harvin now on the return. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Buying time to his left. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Check, 47. Here we go. 1-0. Ohio.
Off the play fake, here's Taylor. Sliding out of the pocket. And this throw will be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. The final shot here before the break, Tannehill. They set up the screen to Ajayi. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Short kick. It's taken at the 23. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
How did he do that? How did he do it? I mean, in this type of weather, it's not just catching it, it's seeing it coming towards it. Maybe that's why he ended up having to go up one-handed, but boy, what a catch.
That was a spectacular one-handed grab. To throw on second down is Tannehill. It's caught. Cameron, left side. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
So 1 yard to go here on third down. Here's Tannehill. On the left side, this is Stills. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Oftentimes when you're not winning at the point of attack for an offensive line, maybe they're getting out physical. Spread things out a little bit, make it more of a one-on-one blocking scheme. Then you don't have to win it physically. You just have to win it by position. That may open things up for your running backs.
They come up in an offset eye. On second down, Taylor hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Third and long, it's Taylor. He's going to air this out deep for Harvin. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Fielded at about the 28. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
A couple of Bills team up to bring him down there. But at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off. Extra DB on the field for the Bills here on third down.
Yeah, maybe thinking pass. Throwing on third down, Tannehill. It's complete, Stills. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
380.
On second down, here's Tannehill. It's caught by Carew. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Back now in Buffalo. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. To the air again, Tannehill. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Back to throw, Tannehill. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And Frank's kick is good. And that will make our score 9-0. So a big one there as that gives them a little cushion.
And you know, here in the 4th quarter, the fact that they were able to bleed some time off the clock and put points on the board, even if it's only 3, that could turn out to be the drive that ultimately wins them the game.
This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Throwing now, Taylor on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Justin Hunter, the one he was searching for. That'll bring up 2nd down. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Second and 10 now. It's Taylor. And this is incomplete.
When everything is in sync on defense, that means everyone's communicating really well, and sometimes it's nonverbal. They just know that when a receiver's in one spot, this person may have him, and he's in another spot, the next defender may have him. And they've squeezed the passing lanes down to where it's so difficult to find an open area to deliver the football. They've made it tough on them all game long.
On third down, Taylor. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. And quickly, they get to the line.
Now, that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
Second and 10, it's Taylor again. Steps away to his left. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a third down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away. And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. Now Taylor. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And the dreaded face mask penalty, that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And it's such a dangerous play. Body going one way, and then your head gets yanked back the other. 15 yards is the right call.
Here we go. What? Flex round. Flex round. Ohio.
On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. He's got time. And this is caught on the sideline. But no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it but was not in bounds. Incomplete.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
1 receiver left, 2 to the right. Again, now it's Taylor on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Here we go. What? Ohio.
From the shotgun, it's Taylor. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. And they're going to speed things up here. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It's not even getting to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12.
Flex round. Flex round. Come on, let's go. What? Flex round. Flex round.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Charles Clay has tied in the intended target. And now it's 3rd down.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner, and usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
Taylor. Left side here, caught by Clay. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find it.
And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Reggie Bush, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills draw a bit closer. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
After the TD, here's Carpenter on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So now here come the Dolphins. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Time is starting to run out, really becoming a factor. We'll see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back to the offense. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Offense in a good spot here, 2nd and 2. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. To throw on 2nd down is Tannehill. It's caught. Stills right side. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just... Now the Bills will take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
Tannehill going to throw it. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after?
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Just keep the ball on the ground. Do a little pounding. Chew up some clock. If they can get it in, that might be enough to get them home. And if not, the clock is definitely their friend.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. From the 3-yard line again, they'll try and punch it in here on 3rd and goal. backfield now to throw. To the sideline, and a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were. It'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down.
That block had all the earmarks of a special teams coach who's been working on this for a long time, but kept it in his pocket until he absolutely needed it. That looked like one of those ones that just said, crucial, have to have it, and called it.
So something maybe you don't use in the second quarter of a 20-point game, but here 4th quarter trying to seal it, you do.
No.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And fantastic field position has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line in the red zone. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Lorenzo Alexander in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Shift together here from the D-line. Throwing now, Tannehill. And this one incomplete. Well, apparently taking a knee is not in vogue. They're not able to add another touchdown on. And now the ball game is over. Well, partner, there's something special about a game in the snow. Just always fun in these elements, although a little chillier up here in the open-air booth. The only thing that's not fun is that we got the mid-game notification that our flight was canceled tonight, but we'll deal with that later. It was really a fun game to watch, though.
It was, and there is something special about games played in the snow because...
workday, gentlemen, and you know what that means? We got to get better today. What I want to know is...
520! 520!
All right, you've got one shot left. We're going for gold.
All right. Small steps in the right direction. That's what we've been talking about. And you know what?
Ooh, Lord, it's in my bones, it's in my soul. You're never gonna break me down, oh no. I've got gold running through my veins. One shot, shoot to the heart. No, I won't drop. You're never gonna slow me down. I've got the energy of a tidal wave. You don't gotta believe in me. I know who I wanna be. You don't gotta believe in me. Gotta believe in me. Gotta believe in me. Gotta believe in me. You don't gotta believe in me. You don't gotta believe in me. Gotta believe in me. Gotta believe in me. It's in my bones. It's in my soul. You're never gonna take that from me. No, I'm gonna be who I wanna be. Oh, say what you wanna say. I'll do it my way. I'm swimming in a sea of dreams all day. Nobody's gonna hold me underneath. You don't gotta believe in me. I know who I wanna be. You don't gotta believe in me. Gotta believe in me. Gotta believe in me. Gotta believe in me. You don't gotta believe in me. You don't gotta believe in me. Gotta believe in me. Gotta believe in me. Want me to give up? Oh no, I will not fall down. Want me to give up? No, I'm never coming down. You don't gotta believe in me. I know who I wanna be. You don't gotta believe in me. Gotta believe in me. Gotta believe in me. Gotta believe in me. You don't gotta believe in me. You don't gotta believe in me. Gotta believe in me. Gotta believe in me. Want me to give up?
Hello, my name is Kamal. I am from the clouds. I'm a human now, but I used to be a raindrop. Word up, I'm really good at putting words up. I make them levitate and circle with the birds. I don't need to force it, I let it occur. Whatever occurs, thank you. Feel like I was touched by an angel. Once again, a whole nother angle. I got a lot of holes in my angle. I got a lot of love and a whole lot of ignorance, and that's a good thing if you want to relate. I'm just trying to relate. I'm just trying to relate. I'm just trying to relate. I'm I'm traveling.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on...
Larry, it was a little late in getting here, but autumn has arrived on a beautiful November day in Miami, Florida. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the New York Jets and the Miami Dolphins. This is taken about 7 yards deep, and they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Marshall, the lone receiver on the left side. On first down, Keenum. Roberts with it over the middle. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Seth Roberts, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. First down throw, Tannehill. And that's complete. It's Sims. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 6 yards to go here on second down. Tannehill. He gets it to Sims, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Fresh set of downs here. On first and 10, Tannehill. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Second and 10, Tannehill. And caught by Cameron right side. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
And that's the kind of pass that adds up over time, Brandon. You may not have picked up a first down there, but if you keep chipping away at it, eventually big plays may... Third and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. Now it's Tannehill. And over the middle, this is Parker. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. So on third and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Dolphins defensive unit now. And a touchdown given up the last time they were out there, so maybe need to refocus a little bit.
And make sure that they don't start finger-pointing with each other, because oftentimes when a touchdown's given up, you say, okay, where did that happen? Who broke down? Who gave it up? Instead, just go back out there.
And down he goes. Keenum is sacked. And Ndamukong Suh in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
You know, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
The wide receivers, often a very, very talented group, and that's the case here.
And they don't mind showcasing it either. Those guys love to be flashy, love to make big plays out in the open field. They will attempt to do so in this game.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise there in the dime. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Marshall, the intended receiver, and that brings up 4th down.
Well, he decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice, able to get a hand in and tip it away.
On 4th down, here's the veteran Mike Cyphers to punt this away. The dangerous Jarvis Landry back for Miami. Now Landry. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Wide open receiver complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jordan Cameron hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Frank's now on to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Got the hand caught up in the grill of the face mask. 15-yard penalty.
So tough for a defender. You're trying so hard to make a play, and the way that these offensive guys can move around, sometimes your hand gets into the wrong place.
On 1st down, Keenum finds Roberts left side. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On 2nd down, Forte. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Offense coming up, needing 2 yards on 3rd down. They come up in an offset eye. They'll try and get it with Forte. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
And, partner, when you run the ball on 3rd and 2, you're telling the whole world you've got nothing but confidence in your offensive line and your runner, and you expect to get it. But they were stuffed on that play. Only got 1 yard. Great job by the defensive front, the linebackers. Everyone got involved to force a 4th down.
Just 21 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time they're back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Jordan Cameron is tight end, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And that's incomplete. His tight end Jordan Cameron, the intended target. Now 4th down. So on now is the Miami punter Matt Darr to kick this one away.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
And this will be taken at the 13. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Jets set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Again, they run. Again, it's Forte. And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Here we go. Green, 39. Green.
Keenum on 3rd down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Here's Mike Cyphers now as he's on to punt for New York.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Landry now on the return. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On 1st down, Tannehill. It's complete to Parker, left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. And they've got it here with a 1st down. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And throw right side complete to Parker. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And caught by Cameron right side. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Here's Tannehill. He gets it to Sims, complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 6 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Inside the red zone, and that means don't come away from there with anything less than 3 points, but everyone's thinking about 6. They're trying to get to the end zone. They decide to run a toss. Big people up front being mobile and moving, and a running back trying to follow behind them to find yardage, and that's exactly what he did.
That's complete right around the 8. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Now it's Tannehill. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. And from the 3 now, it's 2nd and goal. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
They gain nothing, and all they need are inches. Usually we put this on the offensive line, but sometimes it's the quarterback's fault as well on the sneak. You've got to get low and burrow.
Usually we talk about O-line surge, and he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Ryan Tannehill with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Franks now on to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Devin Smith, 99 yards. And the Jets have made this a 1-score game. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Face mask penalty, and Charles, you were a defender. You know sometimes in the heat of the moment, it's hard to keep your hands away from that face mask.
Sometimes you just get out of position as a defender when you're trying to make a tackle, so you end up flailing away, and your hand gets into the wrong spot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. The Pro Bowler, Muhammad Wilkerson, brings him down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
On 2nd down, here's Tannehill. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. if someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Tannehill. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. His second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins defense, they get set to go here. They were able to force the 3-and-out last time, led to the punt, and then led to a touchdown for their crew. So they'll be looking for a little bit more of that, Charles.
Well, I think that they created the spark with the 3-and-out. Gave a little momentum to their offense. Who say, all right, appreciate it, guys. And they took the ball downfield and stuck it in the end zone.
And that defense wasn't out there long. They'll be trying to keep it short here. And it looks like this will likely be the last play before we hit the 2-minute warning.
Let's see if they can sneak one more good play in before the 2-minute signal.
So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. Marshall will be the lone receiver right. Keenum now on first down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. To the air, Keenum on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. Throwing is Keenum on third down. Surveying the field. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down. Here's Mike Cyphers now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
And definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Here comes Ryan Tannehill now, leading his offense back out there. And how about the start so far, Charles? 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And that's how you generate excitement on a team. Keep your offense moving at a really high level. And it's also how you establish leadership by playing that well. 3 touchdown passes, that's the way to lead.
Now he's just hoping for number 4. And he's brought down after a good gain. It's a gain of 24 that time. And that's good for a Miami first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
And Cameron has it over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And now 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Tannehill. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. It's the fullback, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad.
Frank's now on to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Now Case Keenum and the offense heading back onto the field. And how does he rally the troops, so to speak? He's played well, but they're down big on the scoreboard. How does he get his guys going?
To make sure they understand it's not a me game, it's a team game. Everyone has to come together.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Marshall, the lone receiver on the left side. On second down, here's Keenum. Finds Roberts left side. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On first down, Keenum. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Here we go. Green, 39.
Keenum throwing once more. Finding time. Great. That he'll be hit from behind, and he is landed on hard. Koamisi in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So 3rd and 15 and an extra defensive back in the game now.
Flooding the passing lanes.
A give. This is Forte. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
Partner, that's another short run there, and I think the easy thing is to look at them right now and say, let's get away from them entirely. Let's start throwing the football, but I don't think you ever entirely abandon the run. It helps set a tone for the game for you, keeps your offensive linemen feeling good.
And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
Holding, receiving team.
So holding by the offense, and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
On first down, Tannehill. It's caught. Cameron, left side. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. And he is enjoying another fine performance just like a week ago. I mean, let's be honest. When he's playing like this, it creates a lot of matchup nightmares.
And it really does, because it creates a ton of headaches. You try to design so many coverage for a guy like this, but truthfully, he should have an answer to anything that's thrown at him. If you throw a linebacker at him, he should have speed and agility on his side. If you throw a defensive back against him, he should have size on his side. So no matter what you throw at him, he should have the final answer. And in his last 2 games,
he has.
Oh, boy, has he ever.
Tannehill on 3rd down. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
And he's got him. It's the tight end, Cameron. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over. Muhammad Wilkerson elevated a tempo program that was looking for players like him, and he's carried that on into the NFL. What a terrific play there.
A nice tackle for loss for the former Temple Owl, as you said, and the 30th pick in the 2011 draft.
Holding offense.
So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push him back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up first downs.
One receiver left, 3 to the right. To throw on second down is Tannehill. Going right side here, and that's complete. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. And no doubt, this is what you call a bounce-back game from a week ago.
And absolutely zero surprise, don't you think? Think about our meeting with the coaches. I mean, all they kept talking about was, well, you know, if you had a bad game last week, it won't happen again. There won't be 2 in a row. We'll bear the brunt of what happened from the week before.
Yeah, they were giving us all the cliches, hoping he would right the ship, and he has. Here's Matt Darr now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. To throw is Keenum. And it's brought in by Eric Decker. The 20, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Eric Decker, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
And the lead will be cut down to 14. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. It's complete to Parker, left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. It makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Here's Tannehill now on second down. And caught by Cameron right side. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. It's third down, 6 yards to go for the offense. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. And the Jets D, they call on a couple extra defensive backs on third. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped, altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now fourth down. Here's Matt Darr now as he's on to punt for Miami.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
And New York set to take the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
They stay on the ground. Forte again. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. A couple of Dolphins in on the stop.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman, certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
Offense.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Yeah, the Dolphins beef up the secondary here as they look to stop him on third down. To throw, it's Keenum. And he's got his man. It's Escobar. Back now in Miami. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the fourth quarter. On first down, Keenum. He's got time in the pocket, and he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Deep drop. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's third down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack. Although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that. And the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you face an intentional grounding call.
And Murray's kick is up and good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here's Ryan Tannehill and the Dolphin offense back out onto the field. And right now, probably just one thing in his mind, it's getting back to the hot start because he's really faded.
And ordinarily when that happens, the quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a silent camaraderie that comes around him saying, hey, guess what? We got you. Don't worry about it. Let's go, big fella. Because they know more times than not, he tends to pick things up, and they tend to play well.
And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Tackle made that time by Dan Skuda.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Cameron, the intended receiver there, and it's fourth down.
Third down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And we'll see what he can do on the return. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the Jets take possession. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. A good start there on first down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays. That will be the key to this drive.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Let's go! 3-19!
Now Keenum throwing on second. And he hits on the slant route to Marshall. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Simple slant route and part of a really nice hard throw by the quarterback.
Nice timing between the quarterback and the receiver. They were perfectly in sync, and he put it right on him on the inside route.
Throwing on first down is Keenum. Over the middle to Smith. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it second and short. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people want to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
All right, here we go.
Now a first down throw. Keenum. He's got time. Incomplete. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10.
Let's go!
On 2nd and 10, Keenum sets up the screen to Forte. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
You're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
3rd and long. It's Keenum. And he's going to go down. Back across midfield. He's sacked at the 46. On after the sack, he's still down on the field. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets are able to make this a close game again.
And they put it in the end zone, which was job 1. Now they have to convert. And then it's decision time, isn't it?
Yeah, so this is what all teams go through. You look at the clock, you're inside 2 minutes, look at your timeouts, make that onside kick decision.
Yeah, how do you feel about your defense, where you are in terms of the scoreboard, and the time left on the clock, as you noted, so many things to go through. They attempted to fade to the back corner of the end zone unsuccessfully, and I've been with you long enough, Brandon. I know it's not one of your favorite calls.
Well, it's interesting. Before working with you, I always viewed that as you're just taking away space and you're trapping yourself in a corner, but you actually have told me they're trying to create space where space is not.
Yeah, it's really it's a weird deal, isn't it? But you've got to just move that defender inside to create that separation and that little bit of space where there just isn't much.
Tannehill going to throw it. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. The 30. A big play there on the catch and run. 62 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Tannehill. And that'll be incomplete. Second down here after the incomplete pass. Now Tannehill. And this is incomplete.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. Now it's Tannehill. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's the big man. Get the oxygen tank ready. The 40. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And in for the score. Are you kidding me? They return it, and they take the lead. And that is a tough pill to swallow. All they had to do, Charles, keep the ball, work this clock.
The only way for the defense to win was to force the fumble. And they did. Took it the other way for a score. And now, if you're the offensive team, it will take a miracle, perhaps, to win this ball game.
Petty now. And this is caught. And it's a three-point game. So they make the decision. They want a three-point lead versus a two-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. And out come the Dolphins now. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it, you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this match.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. He'll look to throw, and the catch is made over the middle by Whalen. That one goes for 24 yards. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. He's back to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
10 yards still left on second down. Back to throw. And caught by Cameron right side. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Back to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And out of bounds right around the 20. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
They'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Tannehill. And it's caught by Parker. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. And now they're in the hurry-up. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Tannehill now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. He was trying to get that one to Kenny Stills. And it's second down. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Now Tannehill. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
Throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. So with next to nothing left on the clock, they get Charles what should be the game-winning touchdown catch.
That felt so much like practice and preparation coming together. So many times your last practice of the week, you score the game-winning touchdown. Everyone leaves the field feeling good about themselves. They got it done for real in this situation.
Frank's now on to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up.